to sharpen with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. Looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that brothers prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here goes Stroud again. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sag. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Ward. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Ward. And that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Tony. Why Tony? 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ward. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
You talk about this Titan defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this one, let's say week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a run. Here's the 1st-round pick from April's draft. Oh, this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
On now is the Titans punter, standing just about on his own goal line.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there, 14 yards. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 26. A gain of 9.
Why, Tony?
2nd and
All the quick, right?
Stroud. Job man, it's his tight end. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
All right.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they? And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
All right. 18.
Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. 3rd and 12.
Texans.
Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Ward.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Throwing now, Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
That is caught. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Off play action, Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
They go play action with Ward.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll try and do this himself. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 30.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. To throw is Ward.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
They'll throw again, Ward. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out to the right, out to the right. Out to the right.
Running left, it's Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 5.
All right.
Stroud to throw it. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All right.
Mixon running wide side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Inside handoff to Mixon. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
29-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Ward. That's into the hands of Ironman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on play. 1st down.
Ward. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Tennessee.
Out of the gun, Ward. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
In motion, the tight end. Working out of the gun here, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Moore. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Moore. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, check that.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secured before they...
Touchdown, Titans! Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is fielded at the 7. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, Pollard again. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he will have a Titans 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
On the ready.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Ward. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pollard will take it up the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Going for it, here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Let's go. Hey, smash, Bronco.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. They had a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Now Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here we go.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ready? Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle!
Now again here to Pollard. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the quick, right? Swap. Another swap. Why Tony?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Stroud. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And an utter disaster as the ball is going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line.
So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal, and I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Sly on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. That's complete to Dell. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
All right.
Nixon with first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Stroud. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
All right. 118. What's that? Hey, uno.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They go play action with Ward. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is Ward. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 of the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, no, he lost the football. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Oh, right.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find someone to get the ball back.
That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing now, Ward. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Stroud from his own end zone. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Tony. Look the hot. Good.
To throw from his end zone. Stroud. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, they work this out past the 25.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stroud. Connected with Mixon.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here's 1st down.
No.
Mixing up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Stroud.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap.
Now Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Takedown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
This is 1st and 10.
Come on.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
They'll run with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage and can help fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Texans, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.